All right, let's do a quick example of JSON with padding, JSONP. And to do that, I'm going to go back to our favorite API, the Open Weather Map API. If you're paying attention on the specifications at the bottom of the API docs, you go all the way down the bottom of the page, you actually see a callback specification for JSONP. Now, this will just pop up one of their hard-coded samples, right? This didn't actually do a JSONP call, but look at the results of the call, right? They did a callback equals test. They have their key, but we wrap the JSON result in a function called test. The point is if we do that, then we can invoke that callback within our own JavaScript embedded in the page. It came from a different server. So from this perspective, I'm going to go and create, all right, a sample file. I'm going to try and type fast so this video doesn't go on too long. Examples, let's call it openweatherdata.html. All right, create a quick HTML file. I'm going to put my callback in here in the head element. I'm going to call it, let's say echo. I'm just going to spit out the JSON when I get it back. All right, so I'm going to write into the DOM somewhere. Let's say, excuse me. Get element by ID. We're going to put in some element down below. Let's call it here. I'll change its inner HTML, and we'll just return what values. Now, what's value going to come back as? It's going to come back as some JSON, so I need to stringify it just to spit it out. Stringify the value. Okay. Let's clean this. I probably should have. I have this thing about making my code look reasonably clean and indented and all that fun stuff. And I don't know why Emacs. Emacs thinks we're writing HTML. That's why. In any event, I guess it's not that important for this quick example. I've got my script. I've got my close my head element. I'm going to add my body tag. I'll just put a quick label here saying here comes some weather data in JSON. Let's put in our hook. So I'll just use a div tag, some kind of spacer. I got to create it with our element. All right, I'll have an empty content model now. Now I need to put the actual JSONP call. So remember what we said about JSONP. By using an external source element, and I'm trying to talk while I'm going to cut and paste. So I'm going to use their format with the callback here. Go back to my Emacs. I'm going to embed this in here. Make sure my callback here will be echo, and I've got to put in my app ID, and I'm going to go grab that from somewhere else. Just in the interest of time, this is my app ID. Obviously, you'd have to put yours in here. Okay. I cut and pasted it in twice. Let me fix that. This is why I don't like to type while I'm trying to keep videos short. Okay, so we'll terminate that. That's the end of the script element. And if I did this syntactically correct without screwing something up, JSONP should work. Think about what's going to happen here as I'm parsing the DOM. I'm going to encounter my script making a call to an external source. My external source in this case is our direct API call with the callback parameter on it. So it's going to return that in JSONP fashion. It's going to wrap it in something that should look like echo parentheses and the JSON, which will in turn cause my echo function to be invoked, and I'll substitute in a resulting JSON inside of this div tag. So let's save that. Let me go over and put that where my web server is. So I'm going to sudo cp the owd.html to, I'm on a Mac, so this is my, I think, documents. All right. Okay. Should be good to go. I should be able to go here, go to my localhost server, go to owd.html, and actually even before I run it, let's bring up my tools just so you can see what kind of thing happened here. And I'm going to hit return. Here comes weather data in JSON. There's the weather data, right? No errors in my screen. So I went, obviously I can now do the kind of stuff you did in your labs, like Lab 5, where I can use this JSON to fill out the row in the table or whatnot. So we could have actually alternately done Lab 5 using JSONP instead of using Ajax if we wanted.